y'all, it's Vanessa with Farmgirl Gardens and Market, and if you're new here, welcome. I am an edible garden coach and permaculture landscape designer in North Central Texas, and welcome to my channel. Y'all, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I have been absent. There's just been so much going on, but good things are happening, good things are coming, and I figured I had a moment where I could pop on here and show you what we're up to. My middle son desperately wants to purchase a ridiculously expensive Ironman helmet for his older brother, and I want to support that. So he has been harvesting greens off our farm, and I have been helping him make garlands. So he's selling those garlands to raise money for his brother, which I just think is precious. I'm probably gonna kick in some money of my own, but I really want to equip him to know that he can do hard things, and that other people's limitations or expectations won't have to limit him, even if those limitations are his own mama's budget. So without further ado, let me show you what we're up to. So we are creating garlands. Desmond does all of the cutting. For the most part, he actually does the assembly. He had so many orders this week that he got a bit behind, so I am helping him play catch up. But the way that you do it is you just gather your goodies. So I have got some juniper with these beautiful berries. I've got some holly. These are just growing off our farm, but if you don't have those things growing in your yard or farm, this is the time of year where Christmas tree pop-ups are all over the place. Even at Home Depot and Lowe's, there's usually a section in the back where all of the broken branches and things are put, and they do not mind at all. I mean, ask first, but they do not mind at all if you ask and collect those things, because that's just trash to them. They're having to pay an employee to manage that, so they actually love it if you've asked first that you take those things. So just make note of that as you're driving through your town or area. Are there any of those pop-up stands for fresh Christmas trees? But basically the way that this works is you have a guide twine that you want to cut the length of your garland, and then you have your paddle wire attached to that. So can y'all see this? How I have my twine and then I have my paddle wire. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to create your small bundles. Small bundle like that. And then you're just going to lay it onto the guide twine like this, and then wrap the paddle wire around it about 3 or 4 times. So you see all these bundles here like that? And so you'll just go down the length of your guide twine. You are not going to cut your paddle wire until you are at the finishing length of your garland. I suggest not making the lengths longer than 5 feet. They just get really heavy and difficult to work with. And then also, like, if something should happen, if you're putting this on a railing, it's easier to work with smaller sections. But this is something fun that you can do for your holiday home, especially if you have these things growing on your property. It's free, or you can freely source them via neighbors, or like I mentioned earlier with those basically those cut pieces that fall off of Christmas tree branches at your local pop-ups or hardware stores. So I hope that that's just like a quick tip for how to create some merrymaking this Christmas for you and yours. We sure do miss you. We are going to have some more updates soon, but until then, just know that you are always on our hearts, and I hope that you continue to grow food in abundance for your families and for the families of those in need. You know, part of the full circle journey of permaculture is that we are creating sustainable grow spaces so that our needs are met and so that we can bless others. And I just want to continue to encourage you to do that, because that's where the magic happens. Until next time, bye y'all.